fit, please leave it here for someone else to get. Only takes what resonate. If Gemini is in your moon, your sun, your rising, or your Venus, or if you're a cross watcher, you guys are always welcome. Or you just want to come in a room, then come in a room. Okay? So with your pre-shuffle, something that I got was the wait is almost over. So for some of you, it's like, you know when you're going up a mountain and the higher or some type of cliff, something that inclines. While you're going up, the further you get to the top, the harder it is to climb, the harder it is to go. I feel like when you're working on your goals or some type of achievements that you're trying to accomplish, the closer that you get to the finish line, the more things that are being thrown your way. Spirit is here to tell you that a fiery climax is approaching. Something is happening where you keep on hitting that tree in that one spot, and eventually the break is going to happen. So keep on going hard, keep working towards your goals, keep working towards that thing that you're working on, and it seemed like it's not going nowhere. It seemed like it's becoming stagnant. It seemed like nothing is just changing around it. I'm here to let you know, Spirit is here to let you know, keep doing that thing, keep working towards it, because something that's going to be on the other side is a feeling of great success, a feeling of great accomplishment, a feeling of great achievement, a feeling of great funds. Whatever it is that you are pushing towards, whatever you're working towards, it is on your side. The universe is on your side. All right, so let's dig a little deeper into Gemini. Spirit, what do you have to let me know about Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to understand? What does Gemini need to pay attention to? And what does Gemini need to be protected from? Some of you could be in a relationship right now, or could have just gotten out of a relationship. Relationship could have been with Sagittarius, Aries, Aries, Scorpio. And I feel like it just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. Nothing was happening. It was just at a stagnant point. I also feel like that some of you could still be in this relationship, but it could be at this point where it just feel like nothing is going anywhere. And for some of you, it could be like you guys have put so much work in to make the changes. You could have been doing a lot of self-work, inner work, shadow work. And it could just seem like, nothing is going anywhere. Nothing is changing. Alright, let's go for this one. For some of you, it's like, maybe you were friends with this person first before y'all actually got together. But it feels like nothing is growing, and it could feel like a lack of energy. It feels like maybe you're not trying as much as you can, or it may feel like the other person isn't trying. I also feel like it could be because of like maybe not wanting to hurt feelings or anything of that nature, because you do value this person as a friend. You could be avoiding certain conversations, or just avoiding a conflict, avoiding something. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with a certain type of temptations, something that you're trying to avoid. It could be a person that has come around, has come back into your life. It could be an ex that's come back into your life, or maybe an ex that even contacted you. And you may not know how to go about this, because it's like knowing that it's going to be some type of conflict. I feel like some of you are trying to figure out how to how to be in contact with this person, and not to do it in a dishonest way. I also feel like that there are some of you that could be in contact for by someone that was not good for you, and you know that this person had you just out in the cold looking crazy. And I feel like spirit is testing some of you. um it's like, just because things are not going in a way that you would want them to go in your relationship, doesn't mean that you have to fall for an old trick. So I feel like some of you have been tested. See how much self-control you have. I also feel like that some of you feel like that you need closure from an ex-person, and you're trying to figure out how to be honest about a situation with your current person. um okay, let's keep going. Hello. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. For some of y'all like are just y'all could be, some of you could be dealing with someone that is dealing with depression. Someone that's just not motivated. Someone that is, not taking any actions towards anything. It's just a person that is not okay right now. Not okay mentally. Not okay emotionally. Some of you guys can be just like working so hard, spending a lot of time at work, not really wanting to deal with, whatever's going on at home. Could just be feeling like money can fix it. Money can fix it. Money can fix it. Money can fix it. If I work hard, if I put a lot of work in it, put a lot of hours in at work, then it'll fix it. It'll make it all go away. It'll make it better. Some of you guys could have a sick partner. Some of you can be with a sick partner and can be dealing with the frustrations of what you just have to deal with being like a caregiver and a working person. I feel like sometimes having thoughts of other people, other situations, questioning life is something that haunts your minds, but things that you don't want to say out loud, because you do love your person. You do. I just feel like there's a lot going on. So I think sometimes you question if you just did things differently. You know, how would that outcome be if you did that move, if you took that job, if you studied that thing, if you went to that school? Um, how would life be like now? What would life be like now? I don't know why I feel like every time I get on here I can't talk. I feel like these are regular thoughts. I feel like some of you guys are in communication with new people. And I feel like this new person just makes you feel good. Just makes you feel like a gust of fresh air. You know, I feel like some of you have been going through like some hardship, and it may be hardship dealing with like just people that you've been around or people you come into contact with, or just relationships, just had hardships around that. And I feel like there's a new energy for some of you where it's like this person is just different. Like this person got their shit together. Some of you could have been talking to someone for a while now. Maybe someone that is, it could be a long distance relationship. And maybe just, even talk about moving and talk about growing together and building together, or even just maybe visiting. Could be talks of marriage. Some of you could feel like that this connection that you have is holding something back. Maybe not being 100% honest about something. Let's see. Let's go find the heart. King of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with a person, and this person is just, like I said, a good person. It's like they're a hard worker. They've just been, reliable, but I feel like there's something that you feel like that there's something that they're not being honest about. I feel like you are some of you are avoiding even going into certain questions or conversations because it's something that you have a feeling about, but I feel like that you don't want to say anything. You don't want to ruin it. You got some of you that you just don't want to ruin it. This is a new thing. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Swords. What is this? It's something that you feel like maybe, I don't know, it could be something about an ex relationship. It could be something about a divorce. It could be something around money. It could be something around yeah, money, or the ex is something that you don't feel like has been totally talked about, and maybe they've just been, you know, kind of quiet about things. Yeah. I feel like there's an idea that you could have had to try to figure out how to find the truth. Some of you could be thinking about going about it in a way where, yeah, some some of you could be going about it in a way where it's like undercover work. It's like something that you want to know, something you want to find out. Some of you feel like you can't access, so you need to do what you need to do to figure it out. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have for Gemini? What else do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Okay. All right, let's see. What else? Hey Alexa, play Rainstorm.
Okay, here's Thunderstorm Sounds by Sleep Dog. Welcome back to Thunderstorm Sounds by Sleep Dog. You now have the ability to unlock a 10-hour sound loop and higher quality audio with Pro membership. It's currently available at the lowest price ever after a free trial. You want to try it?
No.
Okay, if you change your mind, just say Ask Thunderstorm Sounds about Pro membership.
Some of you could be involved in someone that's younger. And I feel like this younger person is a little bit toxic. I feel like that, like, you're too, like, you know that you're too smart for this person. Like, you know that you are too independent, too sharp, you know, and this person is not a stable person at all. They're also like a negative Nancy is given. Some of you could be pregnant by this person. Yeah. I feel like this person uses that as an excuse as well. I feel like some of you just feel trapped. I feel like that you feel like, or some of you may feel like, um, you've given way too much to this situation, and now I feel like you're like punishing yourself with your mental thoughts. Some of you guys could be just spending a lot of time alone and just thinking about, you know, how things played out. I feel like it's just like, I just knew. I knew I shouldn't have. It's given, I knew I shouldn't have. And now you're just in this space of just feeling like you are just, you're feeling, you know, you're feeling trapped. I feel like feeling trapped with this person, but I also feel like there's a piece of you that's trying to like gain a new way to look at something, a new perspective. Like this, like this was the terrible part about this, but something even greater came out of it. And maybe it didn't seem like it was greater at first. You know, it could have just felt like it was a lot. Like, you know, these are my consequences. Um, but I feel like, you know, just learning from a situation and birthing something new. You know, some of you may not be going through a pregnancy, of course. Um, but it also could just be like birthing a new way of looking at something, a new way of going about something, a new version of yourself. Like, I feel like some of you guys could have went through so much turmoil with this, with something, with a situation, how something played out. Could have went through so much trauma, so much with it, that it was able to bring you into this new place. You know, going into Hermit mode and coming out is a lesson being learned. It's a lesson being learned. It's like accepting the loss, finding a new way of looking at it, accepting like, yes, this was some type of betrayal, or yes, this caused me pain, or yes, that was a terrible ending of something, or yes, I just feel like I had, you know, hit rock bottom. Yes, I feel like you're coming out of a certain type of mentality. Like it's for some of you, you've gained a new type of wisdom. You all could have been in a place where you were blaming someone else for how they treated you, but then you could be going into another place of actually taking accountability for how you allow someone to treat you. So that's also going into like, how did you treat you? How did you treat you? It's like I can't blame them for treating me, because how did I treat me by allowing or accepting something? So I feel like you have a certain amount of some of yous out there. Some of yous are like, I'm not in a place of blaming anymore. I'm in a place of accepting what happened, accepting the version of myself that I am now, and figuring out how to move forward. Releasing any type of anxiety, gaining an inner type of peace, like just, reassurance to yourself. So it's finding a calm place. I feel like that this person could have affected you in a way where you had to go through these different emotions to come out to be where you are now. There could be somebody in your life that it's like you see a vision with them, you see leadership within them, you see all of these great things within them. Um, but it's like they're not pouring into certain aspects of themselves that you need most. So I feel like you are in a balanced place with this person. Also, I feel like that some of you could be going into maybe partnership, thinking about starting a business with someone. But there are certain things that make you question if you should go into business with them or not. They have these great qualities about them that show that they would be a great leader. However, there's just an imbalance of some sort. Maybe the way that they handle their finances, or the way that they deal with things emotionally versus on a business level. It's some things that you question. Um, some of you could be thinking about going into business with an ex, or some of you could be in business with an ex, and it is just miserable. I feel like the things that they said they were going to do, the things that they said, even if we break up, these are the things that I will still do. It doesn't matter, because business is business. This is what they were saying to you. However, because of some sort of lack of maturity, that things have totally turned around now that you guys are not together. Things have totally turned around in business, because this person can't even keep balance of emotion and what's actually business, and not being distracted with personal things. This person has also been lazier than normal, been lacking on like paperwork, lacking on paying people, just lacking in so many ways. That's being able to visually affect the business because of the personal is not together. I feel like that you are in a place of trying to release yourself from this person, this business, this person that you was with, this ex. You want to release them in all type of ways because they have shown you a different side, um, a side that doesn't know how to move forward, even in business, no matter what the personal life is like. So yeah, you're in this place of like you don't even want to move forward. You're ready to detach. For some of you, yeah, move forward. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini. Gemini. How far the moon in the five of wands? How far the moon? Clarify, clarify. Okay. For some of you, Gemini, for some of you, it's like you have searched and looked and dreamed of, this perfect person, this person, this person. And I feel like that because of this person not being what you imagined, but everything that you actually need. I feel like for some of you could be dealing with a situation where it's you being able to be able to pass the test. You being able to pass the test. It's like, how bad will you fight for this person? Will you be able to recognize this person as the person that is everything that you've ever wanted? This person is everything that you have ever wanted. Just because of this situation or this disagreement or this debate or whatever happened, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to operate how you usually operate? Are you going to end things how you usually would end things? Even if something is telling you to do something else, even if your intuition is telling you to do something else, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to recognize what you have? I feel like a lot of you are being tested. Now, also, it could be some of you that you could be with a person that is clearly telling you, like, I want you to fight for me. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I want you to do something. And you're being tested. Tested off of that thing. Because it's like, well, if your person is, complaining to you about something, what are you going to do to make it different? What are you going to do to make it feel different? What are you going to do to make it feel better? You're being tested. And for some of you, you don't like to be tested, but it's like, but what are you going to do for someone that means everything to you, for someone that you wanted, someone that you've always wanted? What are you going to do? I feel like Spirit is also saying it's not about, hold on. Spirit is saying it's more about impact than intention. It's more about impact than intention. Because you could say all day, well, I know that, or you know that I love you, or you know that, da, 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 or you know that I would never, you know I didn't mean that, or you know. And I feel like something that I needed to let you all know, something to pay attention to, is impact is more important than intention. Because if we work with our intentions only, then we're going to be a group of fucked up people because we don't mean to do shit. But does that not mean that it doesn't affect people, the people that we love? So sometimes we have to address those things that we didn't mean. Sometimes we have to address those things that was not my intention, or that's not how I went about it, or that's not what I meant, or that's, sometimes we have to address those things of what we didn't mean to do, but it still happened. I feel like that's something very important for somebody. That somebody needed to hear that. opening your heart up in a way that you learn how to love people in the way that they want to be loved versus in the way that you want to love them will manifest transformations in your life, Gemini. Transformations will happen in your life if you open yourself up wide enough to love people in the way that they want to be loved versus the way that you want to love them. Transformations. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Jim. Okay, Gemini, it was so nice. It was so nice. It was so nice. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I hope that that reading was able to help somebody in whatever journey they're in their life right now, any Gemini. So yeah, make sure y'all come back. Keep coming back. Make sure you subscribe because I always forget to say it. Comment, share. And yeah, I'll be back. All right, y'all. Peace.